was on vacation, and then I was sick for the past few days, but now I'm finally up and ready to do a new review. What's next on the list of things to review? Rumbler McQueen? But why did I write that? I already reviewed that awful color changer months ago. Wait a minute, maybe I didn't mean this Rumbler McQueen. I must have meant this one. I must have meant this one from the Disney store. Wait a minute, I reviewed this one a few months ago too. Okay, I think I know which one I was talking about. It's gotta be the Mini Racers one, right? No, it can't be. I reviewed that one a few months ago too. What was I talking about then? What could I possibly have not... Oh. I guess we should get started then. Mattel made some really strange decisions, in my opinion, when it came to the order of releasing Cars on the Road diecasts. While many of us were waiting for significant characters like Ivy or the Cave and Road Rumbler variants of Lightning and Mater, we were instead greeted with a bunch of minor Salt Flats racers and a bunch of background circus clowns, among others. I typically wouldn't complain about this, and I honestly haven't been complaining about this. I've loved all the different releases we've been getting for Cars on the Road, but there's something to be said about just how long it's taken them to make some of these significant variants. Like, for example, Cave McQueen, who it took several months for them to make, and by the time he was out, there was a mini racer of him that was already out, and a Tomica release of him that was already out. Now, Tomica, the Disney Store, and Mini Racers have all done Cave Mater, and Cave Mater isn't even getting a release in the 2023 Cars diecast line. We're probably going to have to wait for next year. And Road Rumbler McQueen is another really bad example of this. By the time Mattel's diecast came out, the Disney Store version was already out, and Mattel had already made two other variants of this McQueen. The color changer, which is really bad, just like... Look at that lack of detail on him. And this came out late last year, and then earlier this year, they released the Mini Racer based on this McQueen. This is the fourth time I'm reviewing this McQueen, and while it is by far the definitive piece of Road Rumbler McQueen merchandise, it's hard to get excited for something when it took Mattel so long to make it that every other Cars toy line, for the most part, has already made it. Even if it's clearly the best variant, the best version of this character out of all the lines that have made it, it's hard to get excited. And that's why I did that whole opening sketch. While I believe this is a great diecast and it looks really, really good, and it's easily the best piece of Road Rumbler McQueen merchandise we've gotten thus far, my problem is just that it took them so long to make this McQueen that everybody else did. Everybody else already did, and I wish we'd just gotten this a little sooner, because it makes it a lot less exciting, especially with the color changer. I was talking about Cave McQueen earlier. I forgot to mention that he got a color changer too before his diecast. All the color changes we've been getting, those are an issue on their own in my opinion, but just seeing all of these other things get made before just the regular standard diecast has honestly been really annoying to me, and like I said, I think it's killing the hype for a lot of recent releases. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Road Rumbler Lightning McQueen from the 2023 Cars diecast line. I really like this guy, but yeah, I mean, the problems I addressed at the beginning of this review are just problems I have with the Cars diecast line right now in general. Maybe I'll go in further detail on them in the future. Road Rumbler McQueen, we've got this very angry Lightning McQueen image. Maybe not very accurate to the episode, because the whole time Lightning is super freaked out about where he is and the whole scenario. Much like Cave McQueen, who's been given this sort of Neanderthal drooling expression, this McQueen has a facial expression that matches the archetype, but not how McQueen was actually feeling, right? In both of these episodes, and in basically every Cars on the Road episode, McQueen was like, oh no, we gotta get out of here, what a wacky situation we're in, Mater. And the mini captured that. This one looks really nervous. This one looks like he's fully into what's going on, and I don't mind that. I have heard people complain about that, but I gotta say, I absolutely adore the expression on this McQueen. We'll take a closer look at it in just a minute, but I think Mattel has been having a lot of bad facial expressions on characters. Cough, cough, Road Rumbler Mater, cough, cough. This McQueen, even if it's not 100% accurate to how McQueen's feeling at the time, I think it's a great expression for really any McQueen. Moving on to the back, as seen in Cars on the Road. No, you weren't. Wow, I'm being so negative this review. I'm really sorry, guys. This is a car I genuinely really like. This is Breaker Boggs. He, of course, is the year's sole Cars 3 new release. Luckily for us, the 2023 checklist poster does label him as a Cars 3 release, so I could only assume his final diecast will hopefully be on the accurate Cars 3 card back. We've got May Pillar Drive here, the West Philanthropist, Gersten Marshall, Kelly Beambright, and Cryptid Buster Mater. I've reviewed, let's see, these three. This guy's not out yet. I have not reviewed those two yet. Those are going to be some pretty interesting cars when I do review them. For those of you wondering, no, I didn't get this guy at Disneyland when I was there. I picked him up at Walmart after I came home. We'll be seeing the Disney haul soon enough. So here is this McQueen out of the package, and yeah, he looks really good. He looks really, 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 really good. I really like this. I maybe would have preferred a frowning face, but man, this guy looks awesome. After being burned by this and the Disney Store one, which was fine, it's just the accessories were really bad on that. This just looks so good. Like I said earlier, this is really the definitive Road Rumbler McQueen. In a few years from now, my complaint that it took us so long to get this when every other company made him, it won't matter anymore. This is going to go on my table with my other McQueens. This one is going to stand out. It's going to look amazing. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Of course, it accurately has the modifications placed over McQueen's on the road paint job, unlike something I know. Let's just put this one away. It's okay. We have the good one now. The color changer can't hurt me anymore. Like I said, I love this expression. Really good expression for any McQueen, honestly. Easily one of my favorite McQueen expressions ever. And we have really good weathering detailing all over this McQueen. Look at this. Look at the detailing on the metal. That is amazing. Now, this is a plastic piece that's been fit onto the McQueen. I don't know how much of it's been fit on. This part is part of the metal mold. Of course, you have these little parts sticking out, these little spikes. The mohawk up here is rubber. Of course, you wouldn't want to make it plastic because you don't want this McQueen to become a weapon. But yeah, we've got the, of course, iconic shovel beard there. We got some great dirt detailing up towards the front. Like I said, the weathering on all this McQueen, the rust and everything is exquisite. I always compliment Mattel's rust detailing. I've been really, really nice towards rust detailing on Thailand releases for years now. This is easily the best I've ever seen corrosion on a toy car. We even have, look at that, some more sort of blemishes all over him. We have the lightning bolt sticking out back there. You do have this, which I'm sure some people will complain about. Instead of McQueen's window bars, we have this very strange looking back window. Of course, this was just done because, you know, you had to insert the mohawk somehow. I mean, he looks fine from most angles, but yeah, that's a little weird looking. Wow. I mean, I think even the color changer did better, but the color changer had this part sort of go back longer. That's also what the Disney Store one did. I don't know what it actually looked like in the show, but I'm pretty sure this one is probably the most accurate, or maybe not, considering these bolts are painted on. Actually, look at that, see? So this part was probably supposed to be painted this color to be episode accurate, and it wasn't. Is that an issue with mine or with all of them? Please let me know in the comments. If that's an issue with mine, then I'll take one for the team. If not, then it is unfortunate that that part was not painted as it should have been. Doesn't ruin the diecast in my opinion. I still think this one is really cool, but yeah. We've got the spoiler back here, of course, a sort of modified, souped up spoiler. We've got the 95 on the back, because again, it's just McQueen's normal paint job. All of these great details all around. Again, this is sort of a soft plastic piece. Love how the back bumper there looks. Yeah, really, really good looking diecast. Even his base is different, of course, with the souped up exhaust and everything. I love how it changes how McQueen's entire base looks. Can I get a normal McQueen for my table, please? Yeah, this is Bugmouth McQueen. Standard McQueen, this McQueen. I love how sort of streamlined he is on the undercarriage. That is really, really cool. Much like Cave McQueen, this McQueen looks insanely good. Like I said before, my hype for it was really killed by just how many products based on this variant we've already gotten. But much like Cave McQueen, this is one incredibly screen-accurate diecast. Really good looking. One of my favorites of the year so far. I wish that part were colored in. But other than that, this is one good-looking McQueen diecast. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go take the thumbnail of this McQueen with... I don't have any of the other diecasts based on this episode yet. I don't know what I'll do for the thumbnail. I don't know, but I'll think of something. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.